Thank you.
President Donald Trump is pressuring Congress to find a long-term solution to DACA.
The president put an end to the Obama-era program yesterday. DACA granted deportation protections to an estimated 800,000 people brought illegally to the U.S. as children. President Trump's decision follows through on a campaign promise, but he left it to his attorney general to provide the details.
If we are to further our goal of strengthening the constitutional order and the rule of law in America, the Department of Justice cannot defend this overreach.
The decision led to a number of protests around the country, including one in Minneapolis. Mary McGuire is live in the newsroom with us this morning with some of the reaction to the president's decision. Mary?
Well, Kim, reaction here in the Twin Cities was strong as people filled the streets of downtown Minneapolis last night. Here's a look at some of those demonstrations where some protesters delayed traffic and angered drivers. Later on, people from two different rally groups converged in front of the Hennepin County Jail. Their hope is that Congress will come up with a solution to save the program, but the clock is ticking. The program kept young immigrants who came to the country as children from being deported as long as they met certain criteria. We talked to protester Susana Gomez. She says that she's been a DACA recipient for 4 years, which has allowed her to work and study in the U.S.
I feel really sad because I have family here, and when I hear that the Trump is gonna end it, I feel my work is done. Like, because I only here for that permit, and if I don't have those, I cannot do anything.
Now, Minnesota has 6,300 previously undocumented young people brought to the U.S. by their parents. More than half of those people have been here for 5 years or more, are Hispanic, live in Hennepin and Ramsey counties, and do pay taxes. Now, nationally, the program has allowed some 800,000 people to legally work and reside in the U.S. since it was enacted in 2012 by President Obama. Kim?
Mary, what's the next step for the Dreamers?
Well, obviously, we're very early on in this process, but before this announcement was made, some Republicans did indicate they would be open to legislation to protect Dreamers. Right now, at least 3 states, California, New York, and Washington, are debating lawsuits against the president's actions.
All right, Mary McGuire, thank you.